Imogen Blue. They still say her name in this town, soft like gossip, sharp like warning. Imogen Blue. Lived alone in this old farmhouse on the edge of Clinton. Out on Cleman Road, past where the fields go soft and the wind starts to sound like breathing. Nobody remembers much about her, not really. That's how ghosts start, isn't it? Not with violence. Not always. Sometimes it's just loneliness that sticks to the walls long after a body goes cold. But folks said Imogen Blue wasn't right near the end. Talked to herself on the porch. Left the lights on in empty rooms. Swore there were things in the house with her, things only she could see. Now she is the thing in the house. It starts small, if you're lucky. A door that drifts shut even though the windows are closed. Little scuffing footsteps on the stairs, soft at first. Careful. Like testing to see if you're awake. But it never stays small. Because Imogen Blue never cared much for company in life. And she sure as hell doesn't care for it in death. First it's the front door, slam, loud enough to rattle your bones out of sleep. Then the footsteps change. No longer soft. Heavy now. Angry. The tread of a woman who doesn't like being forgotten. Always up the stairs. Always down the stairs. Over and over. Like she's pacing out a grudge that never wore thin. And if you're really unlucky. If you're wide awake at 2:13 a.m., it's always 2:13 a.m., isn't it? You might hear her pause at the top of the stairs. You might hear her breathing. Not tired. Not sad. Just waiting. And sometimes that door at the end of the hall will slam shut, so fast and mean it sounds like the house itself is mad. My grandma used to say ghosts like Imogen Blue didn't stay behind because they were trapped. They stayed because they wanted to. Because what's worse than dying alone in a cold, quiet farmhouse? Living alone in it forever. Funny thing is, when you live here long enough, you stop fearing the footsteps. You stop dreading the doors. It's when the house goes quiet, when there's no footsteps, no slamming, no breathing, that you start to wonder. Where is Imogen Blue? And why is she being so quiet?